Kaya Chakhrumritam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Nama Sri Chaitanya Manovistam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupam Kadamahyam Tatanti Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yuta Padakamanam Sri Guru Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Saghana Raghutam Pitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakhan Vitamcha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Krupa Sindhuvaya Patitanam Pavanebhya Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namo Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Nilachala Nivasaya Nityaya Paramatmane Balabhadra Subhadra Vyam Jagannathaya Te Nama. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So we'll be discussing about the third offense today. The third offense is about Guru Avagya, meaning disrespecting Guru's any instruction. Whatever our Guru tells us, not following that, not listening to that, going against Guru. So these are that is one of the highest offense we can tell. That is the Guru Avagya. So we all commit so many offenses, but we need to understand what are these offenses are really and how we should in our day-to-day life we should minimize it. My knowledge in this subject matter, Prabhus and Matajis, are very, very limited, but with all of your blessings and guide and our senior Acharya's guidance, would like to glorify this beautiful subject matter for my own purification. Hope someday my offenses will get reduced and I will get close to the lotus feet of my spiritual master. So in Padma Puran, there is a beautiful verse written that Sampradaya Bihina ye mantras te nisphada mataha. That meaning that the knowledge of the Supreme Personality of Godhead or knowledge of Krishna should be received always from a Sampradaya or a disciplinic succession. Like we have 4 Sampradayas, so the knowledge should always come from a Sampradaya. Then only one can get enlightenment. If one does not take to the path of disciplinic succession, it is not possible for one to understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Like we say that our parampara is based on Brahma Madhava Gaudiya Sampradaya. So like we have our Guru Maharaj takes he has a guru like Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada has Guru Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Then he has Guru Gorkisha Das Babaji Maharaj. Like it goes on a ladder kind of thing. We can think that we have a chain, right? The chain, if you see a chain, right, the long chain basically what is that? There are small chains that jointed together. If one particular joint is broken, then the entire chain, the strength is basically reduced. So when the chain is broken, then what happens? That the correct knowledge is not getting transmitted to the discipline succession. So that's why it is always an ideal thing to go for a spiritual master or to aspire for a spiritual master who is coming under a proper lineage. Now, we see that why this Guru is very much needed to us. Now, if we see in this material society, like we all have a family, like we stay in a family. Like when a husband, he always tries to please the wife or the family members. How his wife is happy, pleased, how the kids are pleased. Wife also tries to keep the husband happy. Kids always try to see how the parents will be happy. Let's get good mark, our parent will be happy. Parents also see, oh, my daughter and son, he will be happy. Even if we have a dog also at home, we should try to see that the dog is also happy. So, and we go for a new job, we try to keep our boss happy. So what is the incentive behind them keeping the boss happy? That we get promotion, we get increment. So these are the material benefits. So for some kind of material benefit, we do some kind of services. And like pleasing somebody, something we do, some menial service if you got also we do. But similarly, if we see that our real wealth is the spiritual wealth. What is the spiritual wealth? To get the Krishna Prema. So the Krishna Prema is very durlava. It's not very easily available. So we see that there are 84 million lives of species are there. So by some good mercy or but the good karma or some good association, we have got a human birth. So in the human birth, what happens? If we have more, we have like better like benefit, or we have done some security, again a security, then what happens? We get association of a Suddha Vaishnava or a Suddha Bhakta or a Guru. So what the Guru does? Guru basically, what we does, Guru basically gives us the Krishna Prem, basically he gives us. Like we can say that yes, we are doing Harinam outside in the Kirtan and the street roads, we are doing Harinam. Harinam is freely available. Nityananda Mahaprabhu is saying that Harinam is freely available. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was doing Nam Sankirtan on the road. So we can also do Nam Sankirtan on the road, and we are going to get easily the Harinam. We can definitely do Nam Sankirtan on the road and everything. We can do chant at home and read books. But basically what will happen? That only thing is, like it will increase our Nama Ruchi. We'll have a taste bud, I will increase that, yes, I will like it. But in order to attain Krishna, what we need? We need faith on Krishna, then we need bhakti for Krishna, we need prema for Krishna. These three things is only possible, only we are getting association of a Suddha Vaishnava or a Suddha Guru. So our Srila Rupa Goswami, he basically in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, he describes 64 names of bhakti. There are some of them, if we see that there are like reading Bhagavad Gita, Shravanam, Kirtanam, so many things are there. Then Mathuravas is there. Those sometimes we say that yes, this is a Dhambasi, and since he is a Dhambasi, he is very close to Krishna. Before that, before becoming a Dhambasi or before doing Bhagavad Shravanam or anything, our Rupa Goswami recommends that first thing is the Guru Pada Asraya. The first thing is that you take shelter of Guru. In fact, out of the 64 limbs of bhakti, our Rupa Goswami says the first 5 is also dedicated to how to take association of Guru, and the last 5 also is associated with Guru. So let's see what are the first 5. The first 5 is the take shelter of a bona fide spiritual master, the one we are saying, the Guru Pada Asraya. Then next is the receive initiation from the spiritual master. Then serve the spiritual master. The next, inquire and learn love from spiritual master. This is very important. Like Krishna also says, Tadvidhi Pranipatana. Like submissively you inquire a spiritual master, and what you should inquire about? How to imbibe bhakti, how to do service, how to do menial service, all those things we should inquire from a spiritual master. Then following the footsteps of holy person devoted to the transcendental loving service of the Lord. Like they say, right? When we are having some association, a particular person, we inherit those qualities. Like if we hang around with a drunkard for a certain time, like 2-3 months you hang around a drunkard, you don't mind going to a bar and sitting down there. So basically association matters. Similarly, when we have a Suddha Bhakta association, then what will happen? Slowly, by looking at the Suddha Bhakta, the transcendental loving service towards the Lord, slowly it increases in our heart. So in the Gurubhastakam, there is a prayer that Yasya Prasadat Bhagavat Prasada, Yasya Prasadam Nagata Kuto Api. So by Guru's mercy, what happened? We get Bhagavat Prasada. What is Bhagavat Prasad? That is the Krishna Prem. And when we don't have Guru's mercy, what will happen? There is no other way. There is basically, they say that our goal is basically going back to Golak Vrindavan. So how can we go back to Golak Vrindavan? Who is going to take us? We don't know the road. We don't know, while coming to visa, while coming to even at United States or in a different country, or now if you want to go to India also, if you're an American citizen, you need a visa to go to different country. Similar to go to Golak Vrindavan, we also need a visa, we also need a ticket. What is the ticket? The ticket is basically our Shraddha or Bhakti or our faith or surrender to our Guru. How submissively we can surrender to Guru. Like either in the form of Bani or in the Bappu form, we have to serve our spiritual master. So the translation goes by this: by satisfaction of the spiritual master, the Supreme Personality of Godhead becomes satisfied. And by not satisfying the spiritual master, there is no chance of being promoted to the plane of Krishna consciousness. So our Acharya says that, sometimes, like we commit offenses during our sadhana or during due to some our day-to-day activities, we commit offenses with Krishna, we commit certain offenses. When we are committing some offenses with Krishna, then there is no need to worry that our senior Vaishnava is there. Like we say that Vaishnava Jatha Sambhu, that Lord Shiva is going to take care. If somebody is committing offenses with Lord Shiva, then Krishna is going to take care. But if we are committing any offenses in front of Guru, then there is nobody who is going to take care of it. Then basically we don't have any other way. Here it is written, Yasya prasadam na gati kuto api, means there is no chance to go anywhere when or you are not going to get Krishna or having a taste for Krishna consciousness activities if you don't have Guru's mercy. So we can think that sometimes we are hanging around there, we are saying prasadam is there, prasadam is not appealing to us. We are chanting every day, we are not getting a rasa of chanting. We are doing sadhana bhakti, we are trying to do preaching, our preaching is not getting, we are not getting successful in that. Basically, we are not getting the rasa, we are not getting the enthusiasm to do this activity. Why? Because Guru's mercy is not there. We have done some kind of Guru aparat, or we are not got the right association of Guru. We have not basically got the Guru's mercy. So then, we can think that in this material world, to do something, we need somebody to like give a guarantee for it. Like suppose like we're going to buy a new house or buy a new car. Like all of us, when we have come to America, we have a, like maybe we don't have that much financial background when we came. Maybe our first job, our bank balance was less. That time we went to go to buy a car or go to buy a house. Like when you go to buy a car, immediately the car dealer will tell you that, okay, this is the car price and how much down payment you are going to do. You will tell, okay, if the car price is around 30K, then I'm going to do 5K down payment, then another 25K I will pay later. Then immediately the car dealer will tell you, do you have a co-signer? Do you have a guarantor? Then you will try to find out a guarantor. You will go and talk to your friend or a senior or who knows you, who can give a guarantee that yes, this my so-and-so friend is going to pay it later, or definitely he's going to do this. So in that basis, you are going to get the car. Similarly, so this Guru is basically, what he is doing? He is gifting the holy name and Krishna to us. So in our ISKCON Sampradaya, what is happening? That we are giving a vow to our Guru that we are going to follow the 4 regulative principles and we are going to chant 16 rounds a day. So basically, this is our commitment. So, and our Srila Prabhupada says that if you follow these two things, basically 4 regulative principles and chant 16 rounds, then going back to Godhead is guaranteed. Of course, there are so many other things are there like reading Shastra and how to behave, and then Vaishnava Satachara, all those things are definitely they're coming later. But these are the basic things a disciple should follow. So basically, Srila Prabhupada here in this case is our guarantor. So he's compassionately signing the bond between us and Krishna. This so and so is my devotee, and they are going to follow this. And then Krishna, please have mercy on them. So there's a trust factor, and as a disciple or as a devotee, we should not try to betray the trust. So we have to faithfully execute the instruction as it is as this instruction is what it is going to do. It is slowly what it will do. It is basically it will take us a path closer to Krishna, basically keep us close to Krishna. Now, what will happen if we won't follow the instruction? Like, for example, in the bank loan case, if somehow we decided, okay, no, I am not going to pay the bank loan. What will happen? Definitely our credit history is going to be affected. We are going to be affected. The car will go from us. Our house also will go from us. Side by side also, Guru also will get, side by side also, our co-signer or the guarantor, he is also going to be affected. His credit history also will be affected. Similarly, when we don't follow these instructions, whatever we are committed, whatever our Guru has told us to do, so then what will happen? Then our sadhana also is going to be affected, and also our Guru also will be similarly he will also a little bit affected. But we are going to be affected more, and for us, because we have done the offenses at part with Guru. So we have seen that in Krishna Balram pastime also, like Balram is more merciful. So similarly, Guru, we see that Guru is more merciful. So we in our Vaishnava philosophy, we consider Guru as a representative of Krishna, or basically our Balram, we consider him as an Adi Guru, and all our Gurus basically we consider them as Manjaris or associates of Radharani. So, and sometimes, in ISKCON we see initiation, like we see this Mataji is getting initiation, that Prabhu is getting initiation. Yes, this looks so amazing. from tomorrow onwards, we are calling this Mataji, this so and so Devi Dasi, and this Prabhu so and so Dasa. Basically, looking at it, it looks very beautiful and lucrative in the beginning, and it's kind of initially sometimes if we don't really understand it, it looks very very attractive, and we get, yes, tomorrow I'm going to take initiation. We might not know a guru or might not have a faith on him. We decide, yes, today I'm going to take initiation. With an enthusiasm, sometimes we try to come forward and take it. But maintaining that enthusiasm till the last breath is the key. So our Acharya says that we are at the material platform, but since our guru basically he is a representative of Krishna, he is basically at the spiritual platform. So in Padma Purana it says that Archa Vishnu Siladhir Gurushu Naramatir Vaishnava Jati Buddhir. That means no one should consider the deity in the temple to be made of stone or wood, or one should not consider the spiritual master as an ordinary human being. No one should consider a Vaishnava to belong to a particular caste or creed, and no one should consider the Charanamrita or ganjas of water to be like ordinary water. Like, we cannot say that my guru, he is in a human body, he is not a profound scholar like me, and he is not having a good physical body, he is not from a good continent, he is not good from a good financial background. No, we cannot judge our spiritual master in that podium. So our spiritual master, basically, he is not an ordinary human being. If we consider him as an ordinary human being, and we think that he is at the bodily platform, and like sometimes we think that, yes, this three modes of material nature are there, right? They're going to affect my guru, like guru is also contaminated like we are. Then that time we are going to commit an offenses. So in Srimad Bhagavatam, in the 11th canto, in the 17th verse, in the 27th sloka, it says that Krishna says that Acharyam Mama Vigyanim Nama Vanyata Karihit Namartya Buddha Shutaya Sarvadeva Maya Guru. That one should know that Acharya is myself and never disrespect him in any way. One should not envy him, thinking him an ordinary man, for he is the representative of all the demigods. Basically, here Krishna is saying that never disrespect your spiritual master. Now we see in this picture, we see that Brihaspati has come to visit Indra. So when Brihaspati has come to visit Indra, that time Indra is basically, he is enjoying along with his apsaras and his kingdom, along with his wife, along with his queen, he is enjoying. And he is little bit, like in different mood that time. When Brihaspati, he knows very well, Indra is very learned. He knows very well that Brihaspati is spiritual master, and he should get up and show some respect to Brihaspati. But instead, what Indra did, he literally ignored Brihaspati. So Brihaspati, he is very knowledgeable. He knows, he is very learned person. He could understand Indra's mentality. So immediately he left that place. Now, when Brihaspati left that place, Indra could realize that I have committed offenses in front of my spiritual master. So Indra wanted to, was that kind of Indra's emotion was little bit it was a little different that time. He could realize that, yes, I have committed an offenses and I should rectify it. While he was meditating this, and we could understand that Brihaspati was a little bit upset that time, and due to that, the demigods and Indra's downfall started. In the meanwhile, with the guidance of Sukracharya, the demons, what they did, they attacked basically Indra's Alkapuri, they attacked, and Indra was dethroned. And later on, we see that along with that they approached Lord Brahma, and with Brahma's prayer, later we see that how Krishna came into help, and then Bali Maharaj pastime happened, and those stories we know. So basically, the thing to say here is that we should not disrespect our superior or any spiritual master. Then what will happen? Our longevity, whatever faith we have acquired, whatever good thing we have acquired, basically it gets affected. Now one must, side by side, one must say that if Guru is giving us wrong instruction, what we should do. Now for that example, we can take the example of Sukracharya and Bali Maharaj. So basically Guru's role is he basically what he is doing is connecting us to Krishna. So when those things are not there, then we cannot consider them. He is our spiritual master, or he is our guru. So in case of Sukracharya and Bali Maharaj story, what happens? That Bhamandev is coming to Bali Maharaj and asking that I want 3 feet of land from you. So Bali Maharaj is about to commit to him, and then Sukracharya could understand that this is Krishna, and he is coming as kind of a pretender, and he is definitely going to take away everything from Bali Maharaj. So he tells Bali Maharaj, don't listen to him. Then that time Bali Maharaj thinks that Swayam Krishna is coming to me and asking, what else I need? Bali Maharaj, basically, he is grandson of Prahlad Maharaj. So that bhakti angle is definitely within him. Though he has attacked, he has actually taken Indra's thorn, but that somehow the bhakti part is within him. So he could understand that Swayam Krishna has come to me, and how can I say no to him? So following the concept of the Atma Nivedan, what he does, that he surrendered to Krishna. So that time he disobeyed his spiritual master. So now we can see that what is the role of Guru here. So there is in the Gurubhastakam, the first line says, the Sangsara Daba Nalolidha Loka, Tranaya Karunya Ghana Ghanatam. What does that mean? Basically, the spiritual master is receiving benediction from the ocean of mercy, just as a child pours water on a forest fire to extinguish it. So the spiritual master delivers the materially afflicted world by extinguishing the blazing fire of material existence. So you see this beautiful picture of here. There's a fire brigade personnel is there. So what he is doing, he is basically protecting a koala bear from the forest. Now we see that in the few years, I think 4 or 5 years back, in Australia there was a forest fire. In the forest fire, what was happening? The branches branches are basically brushing with each other, and there was a huge forest fire. And because of the forest fire, what happened? All of the koala bears, they were getting killed. They were getting basically burnt in that forest fire. So that time, what was happening? The fire brigade personnel were basically here. They're going and they were basically rescuing these koala bears. So similarly, we can think that our spiritual master, he is basically protecting us from this material world. In this material world, there are so many fires all around, so many attractions, so many distractions, something like there is a distraction from Harinam, there is an attraction for the material activities. These are all kind of anarthas. These anarthas are kind of fire all around. So the spiritual master, basically, he is just pulling out of us from this material fire. How he's pulling us out? By the mercy. And from where he is getting the mercy? He is getting the mercy basically from the ocean of mercy. Basically, the ocean of mercy basically is Krishna. So Krishna's mercy basically is flowing through us through the spiritual master. So we need to basically then this mercy, whatever we are getting, right? This mercy is basically we are coming to us through the Guru's body. Like in our case, like our founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada has written us so many books, so many nice instructions he has given through Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, and Nectar of Instruction, Nectar of Devotion. So many beautiful books he has written. So we need to give value to Sri Guru's instruction. These Guru's instructions are kind of jewel to us. And sometimes we don't realize and we throw these jewels. Like there is a beautiful anecdote we can say. And there are 2 friends are there. One friend was rich and he had a lot of diamond and beautiful stones were there. So what he was doing, once he has to go for a vacation. So what he did, he gave a few diamond stones to his friend, but keep this nicely with you. So he has kept, the friend has kept nicely those stones. So what happened? Then crow came to the house and the crow was buzzing and he was taking all the grains from the friend's house. So the person's wife came and he saw that the crow is not going. So what he did, he picked up this diamond stone and he chased the crow in that way. Then after a few days, the friend came, rich friend came. He asked for give me my jewel. The other friend went and inquired with his wife, what happened to the stones? Then the wife told, I have thrown them. Basically, sometimes we don't know, we don't realize how valuable these jewels are and we misuse them. Similarly, our Guru's instruction are very valuable to us because these Guru's instruction are going to keep us close to Krishna. So we should give a lot of importance to Guru's instruction. So this lotus feet of our spiritual master are the only way by which we can attend the pure devotional service. So in every day morning, we do this Guru Vandana prayer. In the Guru Vandana prayer, in Guru Bhakti Prema Chandrika, it is written that Guru Charana Padma Kebala Bhakoti Sadma Bandha Mui Sabadhana Mate. That means that we should owe respect to the lotus feet with great awe and reverence. By his grace, one can definitely cross across the ocean of material suffering, and often the mercy of Krishna. So we say that we here our acharyas have described as Sri Guru Charana Padma. So I just wanted to little bit go deep into this verse about this Sri Guru Charana Padma. Generally, the Sri word is associated with Sri Sri Radha Sam Sundar, Sri Sri Jagannath Balle Subhadra. Why here Sri Guru is written? So Sri basically means opulence. Sri basically means beautiful. So why Guru is opulent and why Guru is beautiful? Because Guru's inside the heart, Krishna is there. And we know Krishna is all opulent, all merciful. So basically we say Sri Guru. And since Guru carries Krishna within his heart, so Guru is, we call him Sri Guru. Now Guru, another meaning also is, he definitely is knowledgeable. Another meaning is heavy. Means if there is a heavy stone is there, you cannot shake it. If you try to shake it, you won't be able to do it. So in case of a guru or spiritual master, we tell him Guru because he is heavy with philosophy. He is heavy with Krishna Prema. He is heavy with his Siddhanta. In our case, basically, we say that there are two categories, Gurujana and Laghujana. In Odisha, this Gurujana and Laghujana concept is very important. If you are a Laghujana, means if you are lower in status and age, you have to go down to a Gurujana. If you're Laghu means what? Initially, when I was a kid, I was always thinking, what is this Gurujana and Laghujana they're saying? So Laghu means basically light. Light means like a paper. Paper is very light. So if the and when it comes, the paper will blow away. Similarly, this Laghu, when we are Laghu, basically we disciples are in the Laghu category because our bhakti is not firm. So little bit here and there, our deviation starts. Then Guru's lotus feet is just like a lotus. Here we see that we compare Krishna's lotus feet as a lotus, but here Guru's lotus feet also we our acharyas also describe as lotus. Why we are describing as a lotus? Because we see that lotus basically what happens, it blooms in the morning and it closes its petals in the evening time. Similarly, when the Guru's mercy is there for us, what has happened? Our faith to Krishna increases. When the Guru's mercy is not there, our faith to Krishna decreases. So that's why our only shelter is Guru's lotus feet. And once we have the Guru's lotus feet, what will happen? Definitely we're going to get Krishna Prema. Now, in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Krishna says how one can advance in bhakti. This is also associated with relationship with our spiritual master. So we see that when sometimes our spiritual master comes in ISKCON, we try to offer him nicely. And the Mahaprasad comes out and we sometimes, disciples, they tell, okay, this is my spiritual master Maha. So when we come new, we think that what is going on? So there is, then in Chaitanya Charitamrita, we see there's very beautifully, it is explained here. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying that there are three things which is important for our sadhana. He says that the dust of the feet of a devotee, the water that has washed the feet of a devotee, and the remnants of food led by a devotee, these are very powerful substances. Bhakta pada dhuri ara bhakta pada jala, bhakta bhukta abheshasa, tina mahabala. These are the three strengths of a devotee. Now, I wanted to share two beautiful stories here. One is about our Ramanujacharya from Sri Sampradaya and the other from our Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So basically, Ramanujacharya was a Parivrajacharya. So he, being a Parivrajak, basically, he was visiting one village to other village, and he was talking about spiritual lineage, about Bhagavatam, all those beautiful stories he was sharing. He was talking about spiritualism and how to do Nam Sankirtan or all those things. He was basically telling, and he was basically connecting the village people with Supreme Personality of Godhead. So one village he went, he wanted to give some discourse in the evening, and he sent one of his followers, go and tell in the village that today in the evening, in this under this banyan tree, Ramanujacharya is going to give discourse. So his disciple went and he told in the village. Evening Ramanujacharya is waiting, nobody showed up. Then next day morning, his disciple went and inquired in the village that these villagers are not at all interested in listening to Ramanujacharya, or neither they don't have any interest in God and God's Siddharthas. So then Ramanujacharya was very surprised that for the first time he has come across this type of a village, and where nobody is coming for listening to his katha. Usually when Ramanujacharya goes, thousands and thousands of people come to listen to him. Then Ramanujacharya inquired to the disciple that is there a pond or something from where these villagers are drinking water. Then his disciple went and told, yes, there is a beautiful pond. From there, actually, these villagers are drinking water, or they're doing the day-to-day chores over there. They're taking water to do their cooking at home. Then Ramanujacharya told to his disciple, immediately go and wash your feet over there. Then disciple was surprised, but since Ramanujacharya told him, he went that pond and he washed his feet and came out. Then Ramanujacharya told that go to the village and tell again that in the evening Ramanujacharya is going to give katha in the same particular place. The disciple again went to the village and told. Surprisingly, in the evening, when the disciple went to that banyan tree where Ramanujacharya is going to give katha, he saw hundreds of people are surrounded there and they're eagerly waiting to listen katha of Ramanujacharya. The disciple was very surprised. What happened? Then Ramanujacharya explained, this is because of the holy water from the pond this villagers drank now. This is not even Ramanujacharya, because this is Ramanujacharya's disciple. His feet got washed in that water, and that water was drunk by these villagers. After that, in their heart, what happened? The anarthas was little bit reduced, and the taste of listening to Harikatha increases in their heart. So from this example, we can see that how a Suddha Bhaktas like association or the dust of a lotus feet of a devotee, how it is very, very influential. Now, the second example we wanted to share is about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Now, we see that, like when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was residing in Jagannath Puri, disciples, the devotees from Bengal, basically, they were coming to Jagannath Puri. So, there was a group of devotees which were led by Sivananda Sen. They were coming from Bengal to Jagannath Puri. So, somehow there was a dog in that Vaishnava group. So, when the dog was coming along with the devotees and Sivananda Sen, there was a river coming. And the river, there was a boatman. The boatman refused that my boat is only for humans. I cannot take a dog. Then Sivananda Sen told, this dog has come along with us from Bengal, and now we cannot abandon him and consider him as a Vaishnava and take the dog with us. So then, with Sivananda Sen's insistence and other devotees' request, the boatman allows the dog to come cross the river. Then, along with the devotees, basically, the dog also comes to Jagannath Puri. Now, in Jagannath Puri, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was honoring some Mahaprasadam and giving katha, and that time the dog was also coming and sitting in the same assembly and listening to him. And then somebody gave him Lord Jagannath's coconut to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was eating this coconut, and then he saw this dog is there. Affectionately, what he did, he little bit threw this coconut piece to the dog, and the dog took it. And the later we see our acharyas explain Chaitanya Charitamrita, the dog was delivered. Basically, he went to Vaikuntha. So this is what we see, the power of prasad. They say that Maha Prasad. Generally, we see that when the Lord is honored something, that is called Mahaprasad. But there is something called Maha Prasad. And Maha Prasad is more powerful than Mahaprasad. So Maha Prasad basically is the remnants of the Mahaprasad, which are already honored by our spiritual master or a Suddha Bhakta. So that's why when we take a little bit of Mahaprasad, then our connection with Krishna or our connection with Suddha Bhakta, basically it increases. Now, a disciple's main goal is how always he should listen to Guru's instruction. They say that Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chittate Karya Akya. Basically, there is only one goal for a disciple. Whatever his Guru Maharaj is saying, he has to listen it. Sometimes we say that, like Guru can tell something and I cannot do it. Basically, when your Guru Maharaj is telling something, that means that he knows that you also can do it. Like we see in the case of Sandipani Mani in Krishna's case. Sandipani Mani is asking Krishna that my sons are lost, can you get it? So Krishna is able to do that. He basically, he goes and he gets his dead son back. So our Acharya says that not only Bapu Seva, basically you can do Bapu and Bani Seva both. Like Kaya Mana Vakya, they say, like with in our Acharya, we say in ISKCON that BMW, basically body, mind and words. In body, mind and words, basically we should surrender and we should always follow instruction of Guru. Somebody might say that our Srila Prabhupada is not there, but Srila Prabhupada might not be there, but his Vani is there with us along with through his books. So we should follow his books and we should follow his instruction. So all this Guru's instruction, basically what we should do, we should imprint in our heart. So that way we can completely surrender. So some instruction, sometimes they might not be easy for us to follow. Like in one case we see that when Srila Prabhupada had told one of his disciples that go to Africa and open a center, go to Russia, open a center. These devotees, they don't know even that local language, but they have gone there. They have gone out of their comfort zone, and we see so many beautiful temples are there. Now, when Srila Prabhupada, when he has 100% faith on his guru's instruction. That guru told that go and preach about Harikatha outside, go out of India. So at the later age, at the old age, with such a limited currency, Prabhupada came basically to United States. What he took, he had basically his faith and conviction on his guru's word. My guru has told me, and if my guru has told me, I should do it, and I have power to do it. That's what my guru has told me. So we should have that faith that aligned with the command of the guru. Then only we can implement anything. So whether it is a small thing or big thing, that doesn't matter. In Srila Prabhupada case, we see that his disciples, our senior disciples, like we can say our Bhakti Charu Maharaj or His Holiness Jayapataka Maharaj or our Mahavishnu Swami or any senior disciples or senior Guru Maharaj, basically they are very attached to Srila Prabhupada. Whatever Srila Prabhupada says, they do it. Just wanted to share 2-3 small incidents from Prabhupada Lilamrita here. So in 1977, His Holiness Bhakti Charu Maharaj, basically he was serving Srila Prabhupada. So that time Srila Prabhupada was not keeping good health. And Srila Prabhupada instructed Bhakti Charu Maharaj that you go to nearby store, there is a Gopinath Bazaar is there, and there is a Kabira's. I would take only medicine from him. So that time Prabhupada was in a very fragile situation. So, Bhakti Charu Maharaj also was new to Vrindavan that time. But still Bhakti Charu Maharaj went, and somehow he found the Kabiraj over there. And he was surprised to see that Kabiraj is very old, and he was even older than Srila Prabhupada. But somehow he tried to convince, and the Kabiraj told, no, I'm not going to go. Then after a lot of conviction, Kabiraj was not agree. So all of a sudden, Kabiraj saw that Bhakti Charu Maharaj is not around. Then he saw that Bhakti Charu Maharaj is basically sitting down on the floor and holding this Vaidya's feet, that please come. And my guru has asked me, so please come. Then finally, the Kabiraj gave up and he came and he saw Srila Prabhupada. Then another wanted to share this beautiful thing about my Guru Maharaj, His Holiness Jayapataka Goswami Maharaj. Someday, like Jayapataka Goswami Maharaj offered a red rose to his spiritual master Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada was very happy, and he told, this red rose is very beautiful, and I like the fragrance and I love it. And that's why we see that in all ISKCON temples in Das Puja, sometimes we offer red rose garlands or rose garlands to Srila Prabhupada. So till today, we see that wherever Guru Maharaj goes, Jayapataka Goswami Maharaj, wherever he goes, he offers a rose to his divine guest every day. Now, another beautiful story about Jamuna Mataji. We know that how Jamuna Mataji is attached to Srila Prabhupada. For Jamuna Mataji, her goal was always to how to take good care of Srila Prabhupada. So once all these disciples were traveling, I think, in Kumbh Mela in a train. So Jamuna Mataji was accompanying them. So Srila Prabhupada. So that time in the train, prasadam was not good, and Jamuna Mataji offered some dry prasad to Srila Prabhupada. So Srila Prabhupada told jokingly that I want to eat some hot rice. So Jamuna Mataji took it very seriously. But in a train, how is somebody going to give him hot rice? Then she and one of her friend, I think Kausalya Mataji, both of them, basically they went one compartment to another, like we see Indian train, and these American Matajis are there, how delicately they have grown up here. So basically she crossed from one compartment to another compartment, and finally she went near to the cooking area compartment, and there she tried to convince the cook that I want to cook. Cook immediately told, no, you can't do it here, we are not going to allow you to do it, and forget about it, this is too much temperature, and how can you do, and we don't have a small pot also, and your guru is sitting so far away. But Jamuna Mataji was so confident and so strict on that. No, Srila Prabhupada told that he would love to eat, and definitely I'm going to cook. And she was so much into it, and she told that if I'm not going to follow this instruction, there is no point me being a disciple. She literally told the person seriously that if you're not going to allow me, I'm going to jump up from the train. Looking at her, seriousness, the cook or the train compartment person, he let Jamuna Mataji and Kausalya Mataji cook. So both of them cooked, and Jamuna Mataji got the hot rice, and he gave it to Srila Prabhupada. So Jamuna Mataji was saying, looking at the time, little bit smile on Srila Prabhupada. No, we must have witnessed, right, how beautiful Srila Prabhupada's smile is. Like it's just like a small innocent child smile. So he was saying that particular smile is basically my life and soul. So from this, we can understand that whether it is a big instruction or a small instruction, instruction is an instruction. So we should have a faith on whatever a guru is saying. Anyway, these three are very simple examples, but the moral of the thing is that we should have faith on Guru's Vakya, and we should always try to fulfill Guru's command. When Guru is saying something, we should think that the instruction is coming to us from Krishna. Because at the end, Guru is a medium through which Krishna speaks to us. We can take the example of Dhruva Maharaj and Prahlad Maharaj. Small little boys. Like Dhruva Maharaj, his mother is disowned him, and his father is telling him, no, you cannot sit on my lap. He is telling that I'm going to forest so that I will get more will than my grandfather. Who is coming? Krishna is sending Narad Muni. In case of Prahlad, he is taken bath in a Rakshas Kula, in a demon family. And when he is in Mother Kayadu's tummy, again Narada Muni is coming to rescue. So basically, Krishna is speaking to this wonderful devotees through Narad Muni. So Narad Muni basically is a medium here through which Dhruva and Prahlad, they are basically connecting with Krishna. So then we see that how important is Guru's instruction. Now, in Srimad Bhagavatam, we see that when Prahlad pastime is there, like when Hiranyakashipu is killed, basically Narsingh Bhagwan is coming and telling Prahlad that I can do whatever you material desire you have, we can be fulfilled, and even I can take you to Vaikuntha Lok also. That time Prahlad Maharaj is saying, I have some commitment towards my spiritual master. Because of Narad Muni, I am here today. Because of Narad Muni, I have got you. Narsingh Bhagwan, I have got you, I have got your mercy. I have to do some service to Narad Muni. So that should be in a disciple's mode. Now, again, wanted to share a beautiful story of from Ramanujacharya's one of his disciples. So basically, Ramanujacharya had a disciple. His name was Ananta Alvar. So Ananta Alvar was asked to take care of the flower garden seva in Tirupati. So when Ananta Alvar was doing this seva, that Tirupati that time was on a hilly place and there was nothing was there. So he was, and Ramanujacharya told him that you do this seva on your own. So Ananta Alvar's wife was that time pregnant. So both of them were doing, and it was very difficult for him. So Tirupati Balaji, that time Tirupati came and he's a small boy and he asked Ananta Alvar, can I help you? Ananta Alvar told, no, I cannot take your help because my spiritual master has told me that I should do this seva. He was not agreeing to help, but somehow, like Krishna, he convinced Ananta Alvar's wife and he tried to help him secretly. So somehow Ananta Alvar caught hold of Balaji and he chastised him that why are you coming to help me? So that part is he is coming to hit me. And out of a race, what he did, he literally put a stone and he hit, and that time there was a little bit scar on baby Krishna's lotus face. So we see that later on they put little bit karpura on Tirupati's face. So now once the temple is constructed, then Ramanujacharya again came and asked Ananta Alvar that we have to offer this garland to Tirupati like this way, the Balaji like this way. And you have to, don't pick up the flowers, basically you pick up the small birds, and in the bird you make the garland and offer it to Krishna. So because if you offer in a bird garland, the bird will open slowly and that time, so that the garland will stay beautiful long time. So Ananta Alvar was making garlands, and that time what will happen, that Tirupati Balaji send some other pujari that call Ananta Alvar to me. So Ananta Alvar refused to come. He is told that if I ask him to wait some time, because my guru has told me to make a bird garland for him, and anyway I am following my guru's instruction. So finally, couple of times after Balaji gave indication and Ananta Alvar did not come, then finally when Ananta Alvar completed the garland and he offered, then Balaji told that I am not going to accept your garland. Then Ananta Alvar was again, he's telling them, why are you not going to accept my garland? I am just following he put his logic over there. I am just following my guru's instruction. And my guru's instruction, my guru is telling to do your seva in this way. So I am doing the seva anyway, your seva I am doing, but I am following the way of my guru has told. So we see here how Ananta Alvar was he has strong faith on Ramanujacharya and how he was following his instruction. So our Acharya says that approaching Krishna without Guru, Krishna won't accept you. So in Hari Bhakta Vilas also it says that Prathamam tu Gurum, means Guru is the first worshipable deity. Like we say that in ISKCON, right? Our Acharya says that Guru is basically representative of Krishna. So anything we do, the first we should offer our spiritual master. Like we see in our temple, we do first Prabhupada Arti, then we do then we do our Gaur Arti, we do. So without bypassing Guru, we can never reach to Krishna. So then we say that then our in same Guru Bhastakam we say that Chakyudam Diloje Janme Janme Prabhu se Divya Gyan Hrudya Prakashito. Basically here our Acharya says that the spiritual master has the ability to give the spiritual vision, and the transcendental knowledge basically it comes to the disciple through the spiritual master only. So when this knowledge basically comes, what happens? The ignorance basically is destroyed. So when we see that when there is Krishna, there is no Maya or Adhikar. But when there is light, there is no darkness. So once that love for Krishna basically is coming, then all the ignorance basically is eradicated. So when we see that the example of Lord Chaitanya with South Indian Brahmin, like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu during his South Indian trip, he saw that a South Indian Brahmin basically he is trying to understand Bhagavad Gita. Basically, the Brahmin was illiterate, but somehow his spiritual master has told him that you recite Bhagavad Gita this way. So he's holding the book and he's trying to understand it, but he's not understanding anything. So he is, but looking at the picture, he's constantly crying. And there are so many nearby learned Brahmins are there, learned personalities are there. Looking at the Brahman, basically, they are laughing that, yeah, this foolish Brahmin, basically, he is trying to understand Bhagavad Gita. Looking at this, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu curiously asks him, so what are you doing here and why are you crying? My spiritual master has asked me to read Bhagavad Gita every day. So, but I am a fool, but I am trying to read it. And but then why are you crying? Now, looking at this beautiful picture, I am crying. Now, why? Now look, Krishna is sitting and is taking all these pen from pen, and he's basically he's getting all kind of suits from Bhishma and Drona, and he has become a menial servant of Arjuna. And he is taking so much pain for Arjuna, like Krishna is taking so much pain for the devotees like us, for these persons like us. Krishna is taking so much pain. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told that you have really understood the essence of Bhagavad Gita. Essence of Bhagavad Gita is what? Krishna is there always for us. Whatever we are doing and wherever we are going, always Krishna is there to protect us. So that kind of conviction you have. So your spiritual master has correctly told you to read Bhagavad Gita and you have fulfilled the mission. So then we see that how because of the Guru's mercy, how the South Indian Brahmin is able to understand Bhagavad Gita. Now there is this in Adi Sankara lineage, there is a beautiful verse of praising spiritual master, that is name is Totakastakam. Basically, Sankaracharya, he has so many, few prominent disciples are there. And later on, there is a small boy from village comes and join in his lineage. His name is Giri. So basically, Giri's job was always to help spiritual master in cleaning his recess or cleaning his clothes. He was not attentive in the class. But he will be listening everything far away. He will be plucking flowers for Sankaracharya's offering on prayer, all those things. So one day Sankaracharya was going to start a class, and then he saw that Giri is not around. He's a little bit far away. Then he waited. Then Sankaracharya has other prominent disciples. Some of them started laughing that for whom Sankaracharya is waiting. This Giri is such a fool. He doesn't even attend a class. He didn't even attend the last 3 classes. How can he understand? And he's so dumb. He cannot recite anything in Sanskrit. Like that, they were discussing. So that time Sankaracharya called out, Giri, can you come? So Giri was plucking flowers far away and he came. Then Sankaracharya asked him immediately, can you compose something beautiful on whatever we learned? So immediately the Giri, the disciple, the young boy, he started glorifying the Guru and the philosophy through a beautiful 8 verses, which he composed on his own in Sanskrit with beautiful grammar. All his disciples were surprised how it is possible. This is only possible because of the Guru's, because of the Adi Sankara's, like mercy on his Giri and Giri's unflinching devotion and commitment towards him. So then later on, because of this sloka's name, his name was Totakacharya, and he was one of the prominent disciple of Adi Sankara. So from this example, we see that because of Guru's mercy, how the lamp of devotion rises in our heart. Now again, coming back to our Srila Prabhupada and his wonderful disciples. This one also is from Prabhupada's Lamrit. That was our Giriraj Swami. Basically, his initial name was Glenn Philip Tetton. And in 1969, he was a youth, and he met Srila Prabhupada in Boston, Fen Prabhupada in Boston. That time he met, and that time very less devotees were there. So then Prabhupada saw him, then after, and somehow he got attracted towards La Prabhupada. Then after 1 year, when Prabhupada was giving Katha somewhere else, again, this Glenn Philip Tatton, our formerly known as Giriraj Swami, he came to meet La Prabhupada with dhoti and kurta. Looking at him, Prabhupada became very happy. And he told, wow, you are here, and I'm so happy to be, you are to be here. And in fact, I was praying for you that, this is a wonderful boy, and it will be nice if this boy comes in in Krishna consciousness. And look at that. After that, this Glenn Philip Tatton, basically he took initiation, and Prabhupada gave his name Giriraj Swami. So Giriraj Swami very jokingly he tells that my name was Glenn Philip Tatton, and this Tatton basically is a range of mountain in America, and this is a rare name. So, and our family were very proud that we carry a mountain name, and we're very powerful. So somehow, Srila Prabhupada gave my name Giriraj Swami. Giriraj means what? Again, mountain. And Giriraj is one of the toughest mountain. Like Krishna lifted it, and it has so much potency. So he told that our spiritual master not only understands us, he understands what is basically in our heart. Basically, it's a heart-to-heart connection or a soul-to-soul connection. That much faith, if a devotee is having, then with that faith, Guru's mercy will come, and with this faith and mercy, the disciple can do wonder. So then we see how then our Giriraj Swami, he became the president of ISKCON Bombay, and he became the trustee of the book, Bhaktivedanta Book Trust. Then now, we all has witnessed this beautiful book, I Will Build You a Temple, the Juhu story. So we see that Krishna's lotus piece basically is present in the heart of a Suddha Bhakta, and that dust, it comes to us through Guru's body. So when we serve Guru, that dust basically it transmits to us through Guru's body. After that only, what will happen? We will have a love, we have a love for devotional service. We'll try to serve more and more. After that, the same simple prasadam will look like an opulent prasadam to us. And we will long for the association. If we don't have the Guru Shraddha or Guru Bhakti, or if we're committing little bit offenses towards the Guru, then all these things will look, little bit far away to us. Like this Manava Janma is very durlabha. In that Manava Janma, it's more durlabha actually, more rare to get association of a Guru or a Suddha Bhakta. So whenever we are getting a chance, we should take more and more association, and we should try to listen to all the Guru's instruction, either it is Sikhya Guru or Dikhya Guru, we should try to follow their instruction, and then only we'll come close to Krishna. That is basically the real wealth. With this, we would like to close today's discussion. So yeah, maybe we can, any of you have anything you can basically share now. Thank you so much. Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Tanvit Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Mataji, it was a very nice, you have gave us so elaborated description of spiritual master, means how to obey the whatever he says. So my question is, I am not initiated yet. So to whom we should follow? Like, I don't have any gurus yet. So to whom we should? Hare Krishna Mataji, you there?
Yeah, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah.
So what should we do, Mataji?
Yeah.
Mataji, we are not initiated.
Yeah, Mataji, wonderful question. Like whether we are initiated or not initiated, we all basically, to me, those instructions come in form of books also. Like you are in the Sadhu Sangha, right?
Yes.
You might not have a guru physically present, but we say that Srila Prabhupada will be guru for a long time, and sometimes we have a Chaitya Guru also. We have a Dikhya Guru and we have a Sikhya Guru. You might not have a Dikhya Guru, but you can have a Sikhya Guru who can who can guide you, like who can guide you and who can tell you. Like you can read Srila Prabhupada's books very closely, very minutely. You will get a lot of instructions, and I would maybe request you or suggest you If you are nearby, some Bhakti Vrukha is there, you join over there. There will be senior disciples with there who can guide you. And what will happen slowly in your heart, the Bhakti will arise, and to have association of a guru also slowly will also rise in your heart. And with Krishna's mercy and disciple and other devotees' prayer and blessings, definitely someday, if your desire is there, you will get connected with the guru. And but as long as you can do Vaishnava association, Sadhu Sangha, all those things you can do. Does it help, Mataji?
Yes, Mataji. Mataji, I think it's very difficult task to choose a guru. So how we should choose a guru, Mataji? Can you just give me some points, Mataji? On that basis, we can actually, we are nobody to judge a guru. It's not a right thing, but still, some few people ask me that whom you have chose as a guru. So in that case, I don't have any answer. So I would like to know that on what basis one can go for the guru, like this would be my guru, like that, Mataji. Can you please help me?
Yeah, Mataji, this is a very beautiful question, and the answer also can vary. And basically, it depends on your Shraddha. And with somebody, if you have a firm faith, and if you like some kind of proper teaching, like I have seen some disciples that are attracted to some Guru Maharaj by Kirtan, and some by the Katha, and somehow, Guru basically they're Suddha Bhakta, and you pray to Krishna that yes, I need Guru's association, but somehow the other you will get that association. You'll get that association. We can take an example of basically all these gurus, Srila Prabhupada, whatever we see in our ISKCON, all gurus are in the same platform. We cannot judge that this guru is better, that guru is better, like that. We definitely cannot judge. But again, it is basically your Shraddha in some person. Your Shraddha will be there. That time you will feel it. Now we can take the example of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur is coming from a very profound, knowledgeable family, Bhakti Vinod Thakur. Bhakti Vinod Thakur himself has so many, he is Radha Krishna devotee. He has composed so many beautiful prayers. He has so many beautiful books he has written. Even Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, if you see, he is very, very knowledgeable. In fact, at the age of 7, he has composed certain beautiful Sanskrit literatures he also composed. But he did not take initiation from Bhakti Vinod Thakur. From who did? He took the initiation from Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj. In fact, Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj initially was not that much interested to give initiation to Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. But Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur had somehow lot of inclinations towards Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj through, I have read somewhere, through some beautiful bhajans, or the way he was staying detached. And though he could understand that our Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj has this Prema, Bhakti and surrender, all those things, abundantly within him. So for Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, those things were mattering most. So that's why he took initiation from Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj. In fact, Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj has only one disciple, that is our Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. So as I told, that it will, once you have firm faith, and it will come, you will get to know. And whenever any senior disciples are coming, try to take their association through their devotees. Like there will be some senior within the God family, there will be some senior disciples who will be there from a particular Maharaj. So take their association, read about them, and then slowly that little bit Shraddha, once it increases within you, but then it will slowly increase, and you will try to get more and more their association.
Okay, Mataji. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. That was from Paulushri Gopal. Mataji, class was wonderful, Mataji. I have a question, Mataji. So, you're able to hear me, right, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. Mataji, my question is, see, we do Prabhupada Aarti at 7:15. At 7:30, basically, we have to finish the Aarti, right? My question is, this is because we do the Puja first, and then we have to do the Sayan Aarti, right? So, is that only the reason, or?
No, Prabhu, it's not Sayanarti. This is the Sringararti. Basically, the way
Sringararti, sorry. Yes, Sringararti, sorry. Yeah.
Basically, the ways it's not in all the temples. There could be a little bit here and there. Maybe there will be 5 minutes, 10 minutes gap somewhere. Basically, we are dressing. What I understood from Mayapur through some devotees. Basically, we are making our Guru is also getting ready, and Guru also is along with the other disciples. He is also getting ready to take darshan of Krishna. So basically, we are completing Guru Arati first, because we are doing why we are doing a Guru Arati, because Guru is fast. Srila Prabhupada, basically we do we bathe them like he's a spiritual master. We change their dress, we offer a garland to them, so he is ready, and then he will take darshan up also of Radha Samsundar or Jagannath Baladev Subhadra or Gonetai. So that is the sequence. That's why first Guru Arati we do, then we do Sringar Arati.
Got it, Mataji. Mataji, my one more question is, so after Mangala Aarti, we do the Tulsi Aarti, right? So Mataji, what is my question is, why do we put the curtains, before doing the Tulsi Aarti?
Tulsi Aarti, I'm not 100% sure, Prabhu, on that one. We see all the temples, we close the curtain. At Fast Temple, during Tulsi Aarti in ISKCON, we do dress change of the deities. Otherwise, in the evening time, we see the bhoga offering is going on. Another way we see that, to basically see is in the Tulsi Maharani is in the material platform, and here Krishna is in the spiritual platform. So when we're doing this worship, in that could be also another reason we're putting the curtain. Maybe I'll try to get a better answer and I'll share with you.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Mataji, one more question is there, Mataji. Can I ask, Mataji?
Yes, Mataji.
Mataji, after taking the initiation, can we listen to the Siksha Guru, Mataji, or we have to stop it? Like
no, Mataji. If your Siksha Guru is coming under our Brahma Madhav Gaudiya Sampradaya, definitely you can listen. Like all of us have taken, some of us have taken initiation from Patla Guru, but all other Guru who was coming under Prabhupada, basically they are our kind of Diksha Guru. Like I can say Bhakti Charu Maharaj will be my Siksha Guru, or Radhanath Maharaj will be my Siksha Guru, or Gaur Gobind Maharaj, he is my one of my favorite Siksha Guru. I can say like this. So within ISKCON, our not talking about the senior disciples also, like our temple president or our BP leader, they can be also our Siksha Guru, and you can also learn from them. Does this help, Mataji?
Yes, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji.
Simesha Prabhu, if there is nothing, can we end the class now?
Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for a wonderful class and wonderful questions. This is the same reason that we are going through this 10 offenses and the importance of Guru, Shiksha Guru and Diksha Guru and Chaitya Guru. So we can, go very deep into this Guru Tattva. There is also a specific Tattva. It's known as Guru Tattva. So without Guru Tattva, we cannot understand even any other Tattva like Vishnu Tattva or the Shakti Tattva. There are various other principles of it. This is the primary and the foremost to understand. So Mataji, you covered very well about this Guru Tattva today. That's why it's a third offense. It is an offense to disobey the instructions of the spiritual master. Why? Because Guru has such a role, such a position, such a place in all sampradayas. It's not only these Gaudiya Vaishnavas, but all sampradayas. Guru is considered as the representative of the Supreme Lord. Guru is also considered as the empowered incarnation also in so many ways. Literary incarnation, Guru, the Tattva, which reveals the science of Krishna, which reveals through the Guru, and also mentioned that Supreme Lord manifests in one of the ways is actually through Gurus. So that's why it is known as Sadhu, Shastra, and Guru. They all speak on the same level. They align on the same spiritual subject matter. Sadhu, Shastra, and Guru. So they reveal that because of this is the instructions of Krishna. Also, Krishna select, Krishna, choose. Krishna choose the Gurus. It's not also that Krishna's mercy that one gets, then only that one can become a Guru. Otherwise, it won't. So, it's in all respects, the position is very high. The other thing mentioned about the question regarding that why we are closing the altar when Tulasi Puja, Guru Puja, happens. Because of according to even the Panjaratra Vidhi, and Sri Rupa Goswami also mentioned that in the Nectar of Devotion, that we will come to that when we take the Nectar of Devotion. One of the 64 limbs of the devotional service is that we are not supposed to glorify anybody else other than Krishna in front of Krishna. So that's why we are closing the altar when Guru Puja and Tulasi Puja happens. So we are not supposed to glorify anybody inside the temple or in front of the altar, in front of the deity. We should be always glorify the Supreme Lord. If you want to glorify, then we should close the curtain. And that's why Guru Puja happens. Then we, close the curtain. I just wanted to add to that. Okay.
Quick question, Babu. Dandavat Pranam. Babu, but we can glorify our Guru Parampara, right, Babu, in front of the deity?
I mean, in terms of like a formal, like for a worship, like, in any worship, in the sense like, we are worshipping Tulasi Devi, worshipping Srila Prabhupada, that's in front of deity, then we should close the altar. But yes, we say we glorify in the sense that many times, but it's not really allowed as per the scriptures. We do say because out of our love and compassion.
We are doing the Guru Ashtakam or Mangal Arati time. We are singing a particular prayer. After that, we are telling that Guru Parampara ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. We are glorifying this.
Yeah.
That is allowed, right?
That is allowed. That's because of that. Just before that, anything we start the day before that, we offer the praise to Guru. That so that Krishna. That's why when we go into the altar, first we wake up the Guru first, not the Krishna. We wake up the Guru, then we take all the necessary steps like bathing the Guru, and then washing the mouth of the Guru and all those things. Done first for the Guru. So that's the beginning of the day. So we do that so that Guru is prepared to. We are actually not the real servants. We are the servants of our Gurus. We are not directly the servants of Krishna. In that context, at the beginning of the day, so we prepare Guru for the service of Krishna. Then every other service we offer to Krishna. So that is allowed. But then after that, then very exclusive devotion to Guru is then, it's not, then we should close the altar.
Okay.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam always to Srila Prabhupada. So, I mean, like you mentioned that the curtains are closed, right? Like when doing the Guru Puja and Tulsi Puja. But when in the Mangal Aarti, we sing the Guru Ashtakam, right?
Yes, yes.
When so why is that, Prabhuji? Like, what is the significance or importance of that? To do
Because
that
of,
aarti?
yeah, we are offering everything to Guru at the beginning, and Guru then offer to Krishna, right? So we are not supposed to do anything directly. So we are praying to the Guru, and that is that Guru Ashtakam actually. Samsara Dava Nalaneta Loka Pranaya Karunya Saganatvam Vande Guru Sri Charanaravindam, right? So we offer everything to the Guru, and then beginning onwards, then Guru will take. So first we offer everything to Guru, and we also, glorify Guru, of course. But that time, what is happening? Basically, we offering the Guru, and Guru offering that all the when some Mangalarati is we are offering to Guru, but Guru is offering to Krishna. That's why all the puja is offering to Krishna, right? It's not that exclusive to Guru, but we glorify Guru, but we offering to Guru. But that Mangala Arati, like all the puja, like Arati, Agarbati, everything is actually offering to Krishna only. So then we have the exclusive Guru Puja, that's at that's after the Darshanarati. Many temple after the Darshanarati, some temple before the Darshanarati, do the exclusive worship to Guru only. That time we close the curtain. See that the difference?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yeah.
So the puja, which Mangalarati's puja is actually to Krishna only. But we sing because of we are taking the assistance of Guru, and we sing the Guru's, mantra, Guru's prayers, and so that we offer everything to Guru, and then Guru will take to the Krishna. So this way, that worship is done. It's not really Mangalarati means. Even if you go to Vrindavan, there is an exclusive worship to Srila Prabhupada in the beginning. So that time, Vrindavan Krishna Balram temple is closed. Once the Guru Puja is over, early morning, like probably 4:15 a.m. in the morning, then everybody comes to Vrindavan, Krishna Balram. If somebody was there, then you could see that. Then only curtain off. At that time, it is not Samsara Dava. It is basically, other Krishna's, beautiful, bhajans or prayers.
Got it, Prabhuji. Yeah. Thank you, Prabhuji. One other question I had, like since we are talking about that third offense for the Guru, right? So, I mean, I was just trying to understand the importance of this initiations. Like when we take an initiation, does it help in chanting like attentively? Like, I mean, do we see that difference? Like after we take an initiation from a Guru, like what do we feel like? I mean, do we get that taste, the real taste for devotion? Because right now the chanting is mostly like dry, as at least for me. So I was just trying to understand, like, do we see that attentiveness and some difference in the chanting? Maybe it's a very silly question, sorry, Prabhuji, but just trying to understand.
Mataji, Sarovar Mataji, please go ahead. Don't want to take.
Yeah, Hare Krishna Mataji. So wonderful question. So not only you, I am also till today struggling how to do better chanting. So for chanting, we all struggle. And definitely that's a, yes, initiation basically, it's not that, like something is going to change. Definitely, they say that, when you take initiation, we get a good feeling, good vibes. And yes, you are committed. And you have committed that, yes, I am taking this, you have promised. So that conviction is there. And why you have promised? Because you have faith and you are accountable to do this chanting that is there. Yes, we have seen after initiation, some devotees says that their chanting has becoming better. But side by side, we see also so many examples that again, these are not good examples. There are some devotees that say that they don't have ruchi of ruchi, they don't have the nam ruchi. Basically, this nam ruchi is very interesting and very like serious topic also. there are so many parameters are there. How you're chanting, with whom you are associating. Like you can take initiation. Initiation basically is not, basically you say that it is the beginning of, they say that you are, basically it says that it is the beginning. You have to still do the same thing, but in a better way. So you are now committed. So if you think that way and you do more sadhana, you do more good association, you follow the principles, you have faith, then your chanting will definitely do better. But if you, with this, if you're having wrong association, then definitely it is not going to help you.
Got it, Mataji. Yeah, thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Yeah, I mean, there are many devotees mentioned that, and also that is the truth. You know, on the other day, we were mentioning about that the Bhakti Shakti is the combination of Sandhini Shakti and the Hladini Shakti. Sandhini Shakti is basically the potency from the Balaram through a Guru. So unless and until we have, Ajindya, Ajindya means or unflinching faith, right? Unflinching faith in Guru. And that is where the Sandhini Shakti or the potency of Adi Guru, Sri Balaram Ji, comes upon us. So the Bhakti Shakti is the combination of the Sandhini Shakti and the Hladini Shakti or the Guru Shakti. So when the Guru's mercy is there, then the Bhakti Shakti, the potency of the Bhakti is increases tremendously. And also the same time, when the Guru Kripa, Guru Shakti is there, of course, the Radhini Shakti also, Srimati Radharani also pleases very much. So this comes together when we take a shelter of a Guru, then as soon as we get the Guru Kripa, Guru's mercy, then everything starts to flourish, as it's mentioned. So that many devotees see a big difference in their overall realization, consciousness, and where it's come from. That means they get from that Bhakti Shakti, that potency, they get it. So then they see the things very different. Yes, definitely it helps knowledge.
Okay, yeah. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
I have a question, Prabhuji and Mataji. It was a really good session, and I really liked the questions also because they answered some of my questions. But I have a question, like, so even I'm not initiated right now. I'm doing my chanting, like my 16 rounds every day. But what I'm thinking of is, how do you, like, how right now in the current, how do you serve the Guru if you do decide on a Guru and then you go ahead with the Diksha and initiation and all that? What is expected from a devotee apart from regular chanting? How do you serve the Guru directly, or what would your role be? So could you please give me some information on that?
Go ahead, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. So, so basically, you wanted to inquire that you want a Guru's association, and you are not associated with any Guru. You want to do some service, how to do it. So basically, you can definitely approach any spiritual master or any disciple of them, and you can inquire submissively. Like, Bhagavad Gita says, right? Tadviti pranipatena. Basically, submissively, you can inquire what I can do. If you're having, like this interaction with him, definitely you can do. Otherwise, the Gurus, like associates who like in certain cases we see that Radhanath Maharaj is there, right? Radhanath Maharaj is having wonderful brahmacharis are there, like Gaurang Prabhu is there, so many other Gaurang Prabhu is there, so many wonderful disciples are there. Like Loknath Maharaj has so many senior disciples. My Guru Maharaj has so many senior disciples. Connect with them. I think we should connect with them. Like sometimes, in my case, it is for me, it is very difficult to connect with my Guru Maharaj. My Guru Maharaj's health situation is not good, and he is very busy. So many disciples. So we connect with his senior disciples and with his secretaries is needed. Then his instructions are there. Then these days with this internet media, right, it is very easy. So many WhatsApp groups are there, Facebooks are there. We listen to this Guru Maharaj instructions, Guru Maharaj lectures, Guru Maharaj katha, like either with whether he's a Sikhya Guru or Dikhya Guru. So many lectures, so many things are abundantly available outside. So you can do. And honestly, we can do, if somebody decides, they can do any kind of menial service also. If we take the example of Narottam Das Thakur and our Loknath Goswami, if you refer, sometimes you see that Loknath Goswami was didn't want to give any initiation, or didn't want to take any seva from anybody. But Loknath Das Goswami went out of the way, and he literally decided to clean basically the toilet area of Narottam Das Thakur decided to basically to clean the toilet area of Loknath Das Goswami. So this is a example in a higher way from a Goswami point of view. But again, with this internet media and all those things are clear. And otherwise, you inquire in your mind also. You offer your prayer to Krishna also. So definitely, this is going to manifest, and you will definitely get something.
How nice! Thank you, Mataji.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mataji. That was wonderful. The answer. Yeah. Very menially serve. Guru is considered as, to serve Guru as how we serve as equal as God. So Guru is actually a manifestation, a representation of God on this planet Earth. We should equally see that, how we can serve, how do we serve Guru, and how do we, if God comes in front of us, what we do. Similarly, the Guru comes, we should do as much as possible. And the love for the Guru, the care for the Guru, and follow, the most important is to follow the instructions of Guru. Even though Guru is not nearby, but Guru's Vani, one should take as equal as direct instruction of the Guru or direct instruction of the Lord. We should always have that position of our Guru, spiritual master in our.
Right, Prabhuji and Mataji. Thank you so much. I really like the way Mataji explained that there are so many ways to find what you're looking out from, either the devotees of the gurus that you're thinking of, maybe getting initiated one day, if there's Krishna's mercy. But that's a good way. Thank you so much, Preeti Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji, for wonderful questions. Yeah.
Okay, if nothing else, let us conclude that today's session.
Sure, Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam. So yesterday we wanted to continue yesterday's session, and we had some query. You remember yesterday's Hema Jagannath Prabhu took the class, and after that the time was very short. That time
we had a meeting actually supposed to start at 8:30.
Yes. So if you permit, so we can.
Yeah, please go ahead. Yeah.
So question is that, Prabhu, yesterday's mission is that we are talking, Hema Jagannath Prabhu beautifully explained about the demigod's position and Bhagavan Krishna's position, everything, right?
Yes.
So my question is that, Prabhu, if someone worships Bhagavan Shiva, Shiva is one of the Mahajan, he's one of the greatest Vaishnava. Honestly, not worship for any material benefit like the demons they did, but doing seva, doing worship Shiva without material gain. That will also, I think that will also for liberation, path of liberation, right? Because you know that if you serve the Vaishnavas, if you serve the Vaishnavas, our Guru Maharaj, Guru Parampara, they're the Vaishnavas. Shiva also Vaishnava. So you can serve that, you go reach to the Krishna also.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, see, but Krishna is revealing in Bhagavad Gita also that yes, one should not have an exclusive worship, right? So Krishna is there, the Supreme Lord. He knows that the Supreme Lord Krishna is there. Understanding this again for the material benefit, one should approach Shiva and other demigods for the material benefit. That is indirect. That is a less intelligent worship. When one he knows that the Supreme Lord is the ultimate of everything, so then that kind of worship is not recommended because that is less intelligent. But on the other hand, like yes, we worship or we pray to the Shiva, or there are situations we offer the respect to Shiva. Like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to visit all these Shiva temple, Durga temple, and pay obeisances and offering oblations to all this, because of we should always have that great respect and great honor for the these highest Vaishnavas. Like Srila Prabhupada was mentioning that even initially for the devotees, if they want to worship, to remove the obstacles in their path of bhakti, they can even worship Lord Ganesha because of the praise that, oh Lord, please remove all the obstacles in the path of my worship of the Supreme Lord. So if we have that intention that, yes, please remove the obstacles, please give me a way, please give me the path to worship the Supreme Lord, that is what is recommended. That is fine, absolutely fine, because we are seeking that. We know that the gopis in Vrindavan, they worshiping Kartyayani, and that even Supreme Lord was, approved that they were worshiping Kartyayani. Mother Kartyayani is Durga Devi, Kartyayani to attain Krishna. And still it goes on. Still in Vrindavan, this worship is there, worshiping Kartyayani Vrat. Why? To attain Krishna. So if anybody worship like that, Lord Shiva or Mother Durga, to attain Krishna, and praying to them that, okay, please give me the bhakti of Krishna, that is absolutely right. But that doesn't mean that, we should take advantage of it and exclusive worship to gain any material gain. Okay, this way I get also some material gains. No. Yes, it's mentioned that when we offer the Mahaprasadam, Bhoga, to the Supreme Lord, when we get that Mahaprasadam, we offer that first Mahaprasadam to Lord Shiva, because of he is the complete Vaishnava, he is the Param Vaishnava. Because of you offer that Mahaprasadam to that Vaishnava, because of he then direct us and give the blessings to serve the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. Yes, your question, and that's my understanding, that one should, if there is a pray and a respect and there is a prayer, that's what it is, or some kind of worship is there, and that worship is to attain Krishna, then absolutely right. But if it is for this material gain, okay, my dhana, tanamana, sugadavo, Sambat Garavo, we have this Jai Jagadish Hari, right? There's all these prayers to the Lord. Yes, that's the different kinds of worship, but this is the absolute knowledge. This is in the highest platform of that how one should worship exclusively. Ananyas Chindayandroma. That's Krishna, Ananyas Chindayandroma, right? Mam Ekam Sharanam Raja. This is why Krishna is referring, because of this, the highest of all the worship.
Yes. So my context, you got the context already, but my context is not the material gain. If someone is very ardent devotee of the Shiva,
yeah,
because he's a greatest Vaishnava, and our Shastra told that serve the Vaishnava, and Shiva is one of the 12 Mahajan, right? One of the Mahajan
yes,
in our
yes.
Bhagavatam.
Yeah.
So if someone served the Vaishnavas ardently, not for the material gain, for devotion.
Yeah.
So I think that will go to Krishna also. Am I correct?
That is correct. Yes, that's correct. Then when we have that sincere devotion to Krishna, then Lord Shiva will direct that devotee to Krishna. There are so many instances and incidents there that there are many devotees in our temple or in Krishna consciousness come. Initially, they were all sincerely worshipping, Ganesha or Shiva or different other demigods. They have sincere devotion. and they actually direct such devotees to Krishna.
Yes, Prabhu. Another question is that Prabhu Sadashiva is come from the Shankarsan, Prabhu?
Yes, so the Shiva is so the hierarchy of this. You know that from the Krishna, the Supreme Lord, they manifest the Balaram. From the Balaram manifest the first quadruple expansion, the expansion of Vasudev, Sangarshan, Pradyum, and Anirudh. So from then, that first quadruple, and again from the Sangarshan, Vasudev Sangarshan, Narayana manifests. Narayana, again from Narayana, the second quadruple expansion manifests. That is again Vasudev, Sangarshan, Pradyum, Anirudh. That is called Mahasangarshan. The first Sangarshan is known as Mula Sangarshan. So from the second layer of that Narayana, then Vasudev Sangarshan, that Mahasangarshan. And again Mahasangarshan, then Lord Narayana or Mahavishnu manifest in this world, right? So from the Mahavishnu, there is in order to come in contact with this material world, in order to start the creations. So from the Mahavishnu, then each universe, each post office body of Mahavishnu, each universe comes out. It is called Jada Prakriti. So then in order to get the life should be activate, all the potential to be activate. It is Jada. Jada means just the mass, right? Nothing else is there. So because it's a potency again, it's the Krishna's Lord's potency, but the living entity to get activated, then there is a glance, the Supreme Lord glance upon this Krishna in this material nature, or we call it as, Jada Prakriti. So when Mahavishnu glances over this material nature, Jada Prakriti, then that glance is considered as Shiva, or it is said that is the Adi Shiva, or the another form of the Mahavishnu in the form of Shiva. That's what is Sadashiva, not that what we say. That's also another expansions of Sadashiva is the Shiva in this material world. But just before the material world of the creation, just before activating this material world, the Lord Krishna's glance, or there is a hue manifests from the eyes of Mahavishnu. So that hue, or that is called Shiva, or that is called Sadashiva. That Shiva is come in contact with Rama. Rama means this material nature or Prakriti, or that is known as Durga. That's Shiva and Parvati, or that relationship is always there because of. Then that's where actually originally the creation or the manifestation of the Jiva manifests in this world, comes into this world. So yes, Sadashiva is again this same Vishnu, but in a different form, in order to come in contact with the material world. So yes, Sadashiva is the original Lord, and also Sadashiva has an abode in the Vaikuntha planets.
Yes, so that's great, Prabhu. You got you explained very beautifully and very beautifully. Another thing I want to add, last time, I want to add something, and one of the Mataji asked that there are different universe there, show different in Vaikuntha planet there, spiritual innumerable Vaikuntha planet there. So you already explained that in every Vaikuntha planet there's a different type of Vishnu. Yes. So, but Mataji's question was that, but limited incarnation in our universe, but other universes the different incarnation of the Vishnu. So we don't know about that. So innumerable Vaikuntha planet has that type of Vishnu also there. So Bhagavan's expansion or Bhagavan's incarnation are limited, and it is written there. So that is one of my point.
Yes. That's true, very true, because of unlimited universes. And even it says that the Supreme Lord's 1/4 of potency is just the material nature. Egapada Vibhuti, it says that. Vibhuti means is unlimited opulences. The Krishna's unlimited opulences, even 3/4 is mostly in the spiritual world, in the spiritual realm. There are innumerable Vaikuntha planets. So Srila Prabhupada says that we cannot even imagine. When material world, we cannot imagine and think about the spiritual realm. Yes. As it's also now mentioned that this first quadruple expansion and the second quadruple expansions, they were all manifested in various ways. There are innumerable expansions and plenary expansions and expansions of the expansions. We can see that there are various levels of incarnations of the Lord or expansions of the Lord. The Swayam Prakasha Leela and Tadega Atmaka Rupam and so Swayam Prakasha, and there are so many ways Krishna and the Vishnu is manifested. And even we know that many times, how do they hold the Shanga Chakra and Gada Padma? Sometimes in the upper hands of the Lord, there is an Shanga Chakra, and the next, that's why, Keshava, Govinda, Vishnu, Madhusudana, Trivikrama, Vamana, Sridhara, Rishikesha, Padmanabha, Damodara, Vasudev, Sangarshan, Pratibhna, Anirudh, Purushottam, Adokshaj, Narasimhadev, right? And Achyuta, Janardhana, and Vishnu, and so many ways. This is just a primary of it. So like that, how do they hold these various, weapons and also their functions differentiate? The function of Govinda is different from the function of Damodara. And depends on their various activities and the functions, and the Lord manifests in various ways. And but it's all as it all says that Parasya Shaktir Vivideva Sruyade in our scriptures. Parasya Shaktir, that supreme potency, that supreme Lord, manifest in various ways, in thousands of ways. Yes, there are innumerable Vishnus are there, and innumerable incarnations of the Lords are there. Even we know that in earthly planet, there is some Leela pastimes happens, but also in similar pastimes, it also happens in another planetary system, another universes. And, so many pastimes happens like that with the Lords and his devotees and their board. This is all created, these universes, or as per the desires to fulfill the desires of the people or living entities who are separated from the Lord. But devotees are everywhere also. So Lord comes down to interact with the devotees in our planetary systems in various ways. So yes, this is all inconceivable to our common understanding. How is it possible, different universes? Yes, everything is possible for the Lord because he is the cause of all the causes. It is inconceivable, Ajindya Guna Swarupam. It's very difficult to perceive. But what you all understand, whatever it is here for us, the Lord gave us, Lord's pastimes and all other expansions. Lord gave us. All we need to do is actually just take that. And if we cannot understand that, how do we understand the other pastimes of the Lord and it happens in other worlds? Isn't it? So,
Yes.
Isn't it? So, if you don't understand in this world all these pastimes, wonderful activities of the Lord, how can we understand this? So it's very important to understand what happens here and how the Lord gave us all this opportunity. It's only through the Lord's mercy that we can pursue and understand this. We cannot even explain in simple language. We should all perceive and experience this through the bhakti. That's why Krishna is also known as Adokshaja. One should, one should experience. Adokshaja means he is inner. One should experience that the Lord from our inner heart. Ado Akshaja means one who has the eyes. Adha means inner. One who has inner eyes. And one who has that inner eyes can see that Supreme Lord. So that inner eyes one can attain only through the bhakti, the love for the Supreme Lord. then everything manifests and reveals accordingly.
Yes, Prabhu, you are so true. You are explaining. You explained beautifully that yes, if whatever we got in this universe, whatever is written, that is everything is written in this universe only. Other universe, how can we are not able to understand these things? We should not.
Do we
Uh,
understand other? Yes.
others, how
Because
can we do that?
it,
But but it is already written in the Shastra that Bhagavan has the innumerable incarnation that may be here or other universe.
of
So
course,
in that universe, in that context, innumerable Vaikuntha planet can be would be
yes,
there.
of course, yes. It's innumerable. It's there. Yeah. That's eternal. That's eternal planetary system.
Yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you so much. Yeah, this was a question I was asking yesterday. Thank you so much for clarifying that. So Prabhuji, like this, like one other question that I had was, like Lord Vishnu has 60 qualities, right? Like Krishna has
Yes.
64 and Lord Vishnu has 60. So
Yeah.
all this Vishnus, like what we have, like Lord Narayan, and like Mahavishnu, Garbhodakasai Vishnu, Kshirodakasai Vishnu, all have like 60 qualities because is it like that? Like,
Yes, that's true. Because of, see, we should not minimize it. That's another problem that we also have. See, even we know that we have innumerable living entities. That Supreme Lord Vishnu or that Paramatma is also, that's why, it says that we can, there are three aspects of the Krishna, three aspects of the Supreme Lord. That doesn't mean that, they are different from each other. Yes, there are qualitatively, there is little difference or some extent little difference. How do we perceive? But reality is, as it says that, vadanti tat tat vidat tattvam yad jnanam avyayam brahmedi paramatmedi bhagavan iti shabde. See that? Iti shabde means we call him as Paramatma, we call him as Brahman, we call him as Bhagavan. We call Shabde, this is from the Srimad Bhagavatam. Says that. So, even though innumerable living entities, that Supreme Lord is manifested in our heart is known as Paramatma, but he is only one. That is one Paramatma, but he is manifested in innumerable ways. That's why Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is revealed this to us, that the principle of Achintya Bheda Abheda Tattva. Even though it is different, but it's same. Achintya Bheda, it is inconceivable, first of all. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, this is the verdict of all the Shastras. And Achintya, inconceivable, Bheda, there is a difference. Also at the same time, there is no difference. So, yes, we can say that when we say Mahavishnu is enters into each universe, that doesn't mean that in all qualities, in all respect, Mahavishnu and Garbhodakshinaya Vishnu is less, or Garbhodakshinaya Vishnu is a less Vishnu than Mahavishnu. This is our material, just concoction. Same Mahavishnu, but in a took the form of Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. Right? So the function is a little different, but all the qualities are there. Similarly, we can say that the same Garbhodakshaya Vishnu become the Kshirodakshaya Vishnu. Function is a little different, but he is the Supreme Lord. He has the complete Vishnu form, complete Vishnu. He is the Vishnu. You know that when Gajendra was in trouble, so Gajendra prayed to the Supreme Lord, Vishnu. Which Vishnu manifests? Praise to the Vishnu, but which Vishnu manifests? Vishnu manifested as Kshirodakshaya Vishnu manifested that time to protect Gajendra. But it is basically the Lord himself comes. So we should understand, yes, this is Vishnu and all these 60 qualities, everything is there. But because of circumstantial, they act accordingly. But that doesn't mean that, everything is there. Even Kshirodakshaya Vishnu, Lakshmi Devi is there. That's why Kshirodakshaya Vishnu is mostly in the Shwedadeep. Shwedadeep is in this material, the topmost of the material. This is called Dhruvalok, or a board of the Shwedadeep board. So considered as the Dhruvalok. In that lok, that also Lakshmi is there, Ananda Shesh is there, clan is there, everything is there, worship is there, everything is there. Same as how Lord is in Vaikuntha. That same again, Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, that again, same is there, recliner is there, Lord is there. That Garbhodakshaya Vishnu was actually manifested as a universal form because of he is completely covered in that universe. Mahavishnu, yes, same. That worship is there, everything is there, but he is actually Karana Jal, the causal ocean. This from his all the cause manifest. And function is different, but he is the same. All the everything is there with that, Karnadaksha Vishnu, that Mahavishnu. Yes, the same. But when it comes to the Krishna, yes, it's a little more because of Krishna is more towards the sweetness, Madhurya Bhav. Why Lord Vishnu is more on the Aishwarya Bhav. This is the difference between Vishnu and Krishna. In that Madhurya Bhav, there is more, Leela, there is Rupa is there is Guna is there, there is Venu Madhuri is there, right? Then there is Rupa Madhuri, beautiful form and color, right? And then there is Leela Madhuri, right? There is for beautiful pastimes, beautiful, wonderful pastimes that unimaginable. So likes that. But on the Vaikuntha level or the Vishnu level is on the this Aishwarya Bhav or Aishwarya. So that's everywhere. That's in the case of Vishnu, that is true. So anybody, any name like Govinda, Achyuta, Damodara, Padmanabha, all they have this, qualities of like, Krishna. If the Krishna's pastimes, if Krishna is manifested, it's 64 qualities. This Vishnu is actually like, that's why there are different avatars, like Guna avatars, Manundara avatars, Shaktivesh avatars, then Leela avatars, then Purusha avatars, then Manundara avatars, likes that. So when these various avatars then manifest, then, then there may be like in the case of Narasimhadev's avatars. It's a Leela avatar basically, but it is his Supreme Lord Vishnu manifested with those 60 qualities, right? So that's Vishnu, but that same Vishnu is actually when comes to act upon us, in Golok, there is a more Leela, more attributes are there. That's called attributes. It's also mentioned that similarly a judge goes to a court, then what happens? He has very formal, everything is formal and very much, everybody is over and reverence. There is a protocol is there. But that same judge comes to the home, there is a sweetness is there. They play with the children, wife, families, relatives, friends. There is no this one. This is what it is. Same person. So also similarly, Krishna and Vishnu is the same person. But the difference is in their attribute and how do they interact with his devotees? How do they function? But the same person. See that? Ajindya Bheda Abheda Tattvam now?
Yes, Prabhuji, beautiful explanation, Prabhuji. Only like the reason why that was a cause of confusion for me earlier was because if everything is Shirodaksai is also like the Lord Vishnu with like 60 qualities and he appears in the heart of every living entity. And now when somebody meditates on that Lord Vishnu who's residing in the heart, we say that he's a Gyan Yogi because he's doing a Ashtanga Yoga. And
he's not Jnana Yogi. He is a Yogi. He attains Paramatma. One who is yogi, meditate upon Krishna, he will have a realization of Paramatma.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Yeah. He's not a Gyan Yogi. Sorry. He realizes the Brahma Jyoti. Yeah. Sorry. That Brahma Jyoti, that Brahman realization is the Jnana Yogi.
Yes. He will attain that Brahman realization. So that doesn't mean that they are, but they will only have up to that point. See, like now a bhakta a devotee, when you have that such a love and devotion for the Supreme Lord, they will realize that Supreme Bhagavan, right? They won't realize. That doesn't mean that the Paramatma, the Supreme Lord, is less than that. But they can only realize up to that point. But then what happens? Then they cannot have that very personal relationship with the Krishna, right? So a devotee can have personal relationship with the Krishna because of he treat that Supreme Lord as a person, as a Bhagavan. He is the supreme of everything, and this is the way, and he exhibit so much of love. And when we have that supreme and we worship Bhagavan as the supreme person, that exhibit and reveals so much of love and devotion and so much of interaction and so much of ralam, it reveals to that such devotee. But a Paramayogi, yes, he realizes it, but he only actually attained that Paramatma because of this is the certain stages or realm that we can say, realm of the devotion. So ultimate of that, as Krishna says, that one who wants to come to my abode, that's Goloka Vrindavan, one should come to the bhakti. Otherwise, he will have my various other forms. But what is there? It is actually, in order to attain a sweetness with Krishna, one should worship Krishna as Bhagavan. Then one should worship just as the jnana, the light, that that is my another aspect of it. Then he would actually go through this jnana, but that he will not attain my abode. My abode has certain qualities, so one has to come to that level, then only he can attain that quality, that abode of mine. One who worship in this way, that he's more on the jnana yoga platform, or everything is just knowledge aspect of it. They cannot go beyond it. Why? Because of Krishna says that edamam prapadyante mam sadaiva bhajameham mama vartamanu vartando manishya partha sarvashaha. I reward them accordingly how they approach me. Yogi, what is the yogi's main thing? It is a kind of selfish. That means, I need to realize, I need to get out of it, I need to come to this, or I need to realize. This is kind of a platform. The Jnana Yogi is also like that. Jnana Yogi, that's called, it's a Jnana Misra Bhakti or Karma Misra Bhakti. This is all some Misra, some mixer is there in this application of this yogic process or this jnana process. There are some mixture in it. It's not a pure. Bhakti is the pure form of it. Only through that bhakti that one can. That doesn't mean that, Krishna is less or Krishna is, no, but Krishna, these are different attributes, different forms of Krishna. So suppose, I want to have a beautiful, something that in my life that we have to endeavor for it, we get it. But let's do that when we get accordingly, like that. So if I wanted to just have some, what is called, when the yogi, what they meditate upon it, actually they meditate upon maybe the sound vibration. They meditate upon some kind of form or something like that. So then they attain that, then finally they come to the realization. They realize that Paramatma as part of that Supreme Paramatma is the Supreme. For them, up to that point. Okay?
Yes, Prabhuji, got it. Beautiful explanation, Prabhuji. Thank you so much for your time. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Thank you so much. Okay. So I think let's conclude. It's already 9 o'clock. Okay. If there is nothing else. Okay, so let's pray together. Vanchakalpatarubhashya. Adidana Pavanebhya.
Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah.
Vaishnavundu.
Jai.
Krishnaష్టami ki jai.
Jai.
Pada ki jai. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki jai.
Jai.
Ananda Kodi Vaishnava.
Govinda ki jai. Hari Hari Bol. Yeah. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.